Tampa Bay Buccaneers. For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The slot man in motion right. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Haynes. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. A nice throw there. And this is a quarterback, you remember, looking to do what no other rookie has done, and that's lead his team into the Super Bowl.
And now you've made me go back down memory lane a little bit because we have had a few guys come close. Think about Patrick Mahomes in 2018. Second year in the league, but his first as a full-time starter. I go back to 2000 with the Vikings and Dante Culpepper. Also his first year as a starter, but this would be something I think would be very noteworthy.
And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2.
He's crossing. He's checking crack. Check 24. Check 24. What's the edge?
Slot man moves right. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On third down, they'll run it with McAllister. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Another run with McAllister. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. Second and 13 that they're walking up on. On second down, they'll run it here. It's a room to maneuver. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Buccaneers have struck first in this NFC title game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last series for them a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Throwing on first down. Strong. And that is incomplete.
Well, they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Strong. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play there for Carolina. 52 yards. One of the good things about throwing it in his direction, he usually has the size advantage on those two-man catches.
And what I like about his game is that he carries himself at his full height. He understands it's an advantage and uses it at every opportunity.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Panthers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly. And on the defensive side...
Oh, this is blocked. The Bucs pick it up. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. 30. 10. And he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. That is a play that you just do not see very often. Maybe a couple times a year, the blocked extra point return for 2.
You can't afford to give anyone a free run at the kicker. Oftentimes, he's going to bounce off his hands or chest and head the other direction.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Barrett now on 2nd down. Out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Barrett looking to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jamison Williams, an 80-yard touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big play there for Carolina. 57 yards. A one-handed catch, that's one thing, but with a defender right there, that was a heck of a play.
It used to be that one-handed catch was instinctive in a game. Now it's a practiced move. They work on it before, after, during practice sessions. It becomes part of their repertoire, and it pays off.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Strong. Flush to his right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers have got it back to within a score. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have, and think back to our meeting with the head coach.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. Well, a nice little sprint there. I guess if you're the defense, the only thing you hold on to, you got him out of bounds, but it's 1st and goal.
And that's all you can hold on to, because they didn't hold on to him very well on that run. He gives them 1st and goal, as you outlined, with a big-time play.
And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And they'll run again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. Now receiver in motion left. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they can snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
Running right, here's McAllister. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Off the play fake. Strong. They'll roll him out right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Bucs will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Barrett. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. He's got room at the 30. Down the right sideline. A big play there just before halftime. 49 yards.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. A handoff to McAllister, and he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. McCann now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take.
This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Seven yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. A final shot before break. Strong. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And the Buccaneers able to recover. Their hands team does its job. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
Well, they went back to him, but the results were similar, so I highly doubt that he'll get another opportunity here on 3rd and long.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Barrett. He's airing it out for Williams. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown. Jamison Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Off play action. Strong. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
They're going to try and throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Here's Barrett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line.
70 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He'll try again. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there with his second touchdown of the night. And the Buccaneers just continue to roll. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On 1st and 10, here's Barrett. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do you do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down. Stopped at the Panthers' 36.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. On the give, McAllister with it. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. Barrett looks to throw on 1st. Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Barrett. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bucs get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Strong. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Safety's creeping. Tracking 60. 35 is the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 83 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's put that team on the bus. 35.
Barrett will look to pass it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Quez Watkins, 38 yards. And the Bucs are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Strong. He's going to float this one deep right side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit him over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Strong. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Hey, Mike 20, Mike 20.
Now Barrett. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown.
Jamison Williams
saving his best for the playoffs with his third touchdown of the game.
And the Buccaneers add 6 more to their point total, and they're on cruise control right now here in the fourth. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Strong.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Strong. He's going to sling this deep downfield.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flushed out right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Fakes the handoff. Now Corral to throw it.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Fourth down, desperation time. Here's Corral.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
Down inside the 10.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their backs really against the wall now. And we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the fourth.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Off play action. Strong. His throw incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up. From Mike 51, Mike 51. 18, 18, Mikey, 18. I got you. Man, I got you. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
The slot man in motion right.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike. I'm trying to come out street. Mike 51. Mike 51. 6 man.
Operating from the gun. Strong.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Derek Stingley picks it, and the Buccaneers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. But my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at a big game, their big playability. They can strike from anywhere.
Extra point by McCann, up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Mike 51, Mike 51. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Shoot.
To throw on third down. Strong. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Derek Stingley picks it. And the Bucs come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.